Hi, good evening. How are you doing? So I'm cooking at the same time. Once more people come in, I'm going to talk about business. I'm going to talk about business and how to get money. So I'm cooking at the same time. Um, some red beans and rice, oxtails, red beans and rice, oxtails, and greens and cornbread. That's what I'm cooking. Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming on. So I got my red beans right here. I just want to get these on in a minute. And we're going to talk about business. Business and how to go about approaching folks once you're in business. So I want to rinse these red beans. They've been soaking. They have been soaking. How's everybody doing? The sun is really too bright up there. Oh, let me go lower those curtains up there, y'all. Hold on. I'll be right back. Is that better? Oh, that's still there. Wait, let me see. Okay, that's still there, but oh well. So how are you guys doing? I got to rinse these red beans. This is not a whole pot. It's like up to here. Mister put them in a big pot, so that's why it's like that. Okay. Now I'm gonna cut up. I'm gonna bring you guys over here because I'm gonna chop up some onion and some garlic. But okay, so I'm gonna start off saying what I wanted to say. So when it comes to sales, now I can tell you guys that the jewelry business, now it was called Miss Lady Designs back in '06. Okay, so I started doing the jewelry over anything. The baskets came after, but I started doing the jewelry over anything. And I feel like once I started, so I was a street artist. Okay. I was a street artist in San Francisco. I was on the streets and I was selling. I had a tent, I had a table and everything. And we used to have to go early in the morning to for the lotto. You had to, have a number and everything um, in order to get your space. Okay. So I dealt with that for like 2 years, right? So it was okay. I could say the first year, but then the second year, like as I started doing it, I was like, I used to fight, myself and my ex used to fight with all the people, in at the lotto. People used to fight over the spaces here and there, Fisherman's Wharf, Union Square, wherever they wanted to be, they wanted that space. If you got there before them, then they wanted that space. So that's how I got started. And I had a rough time, getting to be a street artist. It was rough in the beginning. Okay. So I can't say that. It was very rough in the beginning. And so, I made it. I made it. They accepted me and everything. So, okay. So as far as being a street artist and as far as any type of sales job, now I'm telling you guys from experience and, just by being out there and being around different types of races and everything, right? So, I took that garbage out. I got to get another garbage, but not right now, y'all. But anyway, so you have to just deal with different type of races, and so some folks were cool and everything, but I feel like whenever I was set up at Fisherman's Wharf, it was always a conflict. It was always a conflict, and I even got encountered with the police. I got encountered with the police because of the area that I was in at first. And so I moved and everything. They had a problem with me being in that location because there were businesses there, so I couldn't be there. So I moved locations, and I feel like once I moved locations, I started having better luck. And I started in San Mateo, California, of doing the jewelry, just designing the jewelry, and just, traveling out to San Francisco to, as far as being a street artist. So once I moved from Fisherman's Wharf, I had better luck. I could say that people, they loved my style and everything, because all I had was chokers and bracelets to match. That's all I had at the time. So they loved my style. They were wire chokers and bracelets. So they loved, that I was unique. Everything was unique. So I started doing that, and every other place I set up, they're like, oh, these are nice. So I had shell pendants, around the wire choker. And I had just all kinds of, different beads and stuff to match the bracelets to match the choker. So I could say, like, when I used to be in Union Square, even downtown, like further on Market Street where the malls were, I did good. I did really good. And I'm going to tell you guys what the first thing you need to do to have these people to, approach you and come over to see what you have. You want to greet them. Make sure you greet them, and make sure you have eye contact. That eye contact is number one. Number one. Let me wash my hands. Yeah, that eye contact is number one. So also you want to greet them always, and just let them know, hey, you're sincere about what you're selling, about whatever you're doing. It may not be sales that you're into, whatever type of industry you want to get into. I mean, that you're, that you want to get into, then you want to make sure that you are sincere with the people, and don't let anything hold you back. Don't get discouraged, because once you get discouraged, hey, you ain't gonna want to do it no more. And guess what? Those people won over you. They won over you because they don't want to see people out, anyway, selling stuff and doing good on the streets or whatever business you want to get into. Now, say you don't have, and those that are watching, say that you don't have a YouTube channel and you want to start a YouTube channel. You want to be successful with whatever you want to do, then go for it. Go for it. Do it. Do it. Because I didn't have any intentions on, having a YouTube channel. But something told me, go for it. So I started doing jewelry. Jewelry was the first thing that I started doing on YouTube. Okay. And I love to cook and everything too. So now, we cook and we do mukbangs, and, we started doing a catering thing during the pandemic. So that's one thing. Now, another thing is, others may have something to say you, and don't let them discourage you in any way whatsoever. Okay. So keep in mind, someone is going to have something negative to say about whatever you're trying to accomplish in life, and you can't let them hold you back. Once you let them hold you back, they won. They won over you. And it's also the devil too, saying, oh, you really don't want to do this. Why are you doing this? You really don't want to do this. So you want to go for whatever it is that you want to get into. So, yeah, you keep that in mind. Keep that in mind always. Now I'm going to chop up some garlic. Also, I'm going to let you know this too. Now, I didn't have a whole lot of money to start up the jewelry business when I did back then. I didn't have, it wasn't a whole lot of money that I started with. I was making the chokers and bracelets like here and there. So whenever I would get a chance, I would go get, more beads, more wires and stuff like that, more, cut them into bracelets and everything. And then I eventually started making earrings. So I say that to say it doesn't take a lot to start up a business. It does not take a lot to start up a business. You can start up with a little of nothing, and you just do it here and there. Like if you want to get into a business where you want to have inventory, so much inventory, then you wait till, you go do it here and there, and you wait till your inventory accumulates. You wait till it accumulates. And then guess what? You come out with your business, whether it's fashion, clothes, purses, watches, hats, whatever it is you want to get into, maybe music or whatever. You wait till you have so much of it, and then you come out with it. And then guess what? People are going to want to come back and keep coming back for more, because they see that you have all of this inventory, all of this knowledge of what you're doing, and they're going to want to come back because they see that you are serious and it's high in demand. Anyway, you want to do something that's high in demand too. You want to make sure you do something that's high in demand, that it's a necessity. Like we need to have it every day. Like for instance, cooking. Whenever we go out with the plates, people, they like, oh, what are you cooking? What do you have? You know, people love to eat and people have to eat to live. So that's one of the necessities. That's a high in demand thing. Okay. So you also want to make sure it's something that everybody loves and everybody needs, you know. So I just want to tell you guys that. And then I have another thing to also say about starting up a business. Now you want to make sure that you get all your paperwork together. You want to look into it. You want to look into everything. Make sure that you have everything together. Because guess what? If you don't, then later on you'll regret it. And that's what I didn't do. I didn't have everything together for the cleaning business before the pandemic. I could have got so many hundreds of thousands for the cleaning business. I had over 100 clients. I had like up to 10 people on the crew and everything. Do you guys know I didn't have all the paperwork together? We were online. So I was online based. So I didn't have all that together. So guess what? I wasn't eligible for that pandemic money. I couldn't get it. So you want to make sure that you are backed up. You are backed up by your paperwork and everything. Make sure you are backed up. And I was backed up. I had all my paperwork together for the jewelry. The jewelry, I had everything together. So I made sure of that back then. But with the cleaning, I guess I was just so much involved in stuff and I didn't really, I didn't really worry about it. I was just getting those clients and not even worrying about it. But you definitely want to make sure of that. And you definitely want to make sure you have a business plan. And if it involves marketing, you want to do a lot of marketing. You want to make sure you do a lot of marketing. Like for that cleaning business, I did so much marketing. I did it all on my own to get all of those clients. And then for the pandemic to come and wipe it all out. Wiped it all out. So I was toe up. I didn't even put everything up in here. Yeah, I was pretty much toe up. So, and I can count on one hand how many clients that I had that still wanted to stay with me, while the pandemic was in. So that's one thing you got to keep in mind. Just always have that plan. And like I said, I'm going to repeat myself. As far as the YouTube channel, do it. Go for it. If you don't have one now, go for it. You want to do it because it's so fun. Like when I first started, I was kind of like, kind of nervous or whatever and hesitant. And, like, do I really want to do, but I went on and did it. And I created it, named it, Mr. is my husband's first name. I'm Mrs. Lady. My name is Biana, for those of you that are new that are on here. So we just planned to do it together. And then we wanted to have all the things that we do on our channel, like the cooking, eating, the eating shows, encourage people to eat that are not, don't like to really eat, don't have an appetite or whatever. And then also making the baskets, what else? I'm trying to think. Like designing jewelry. And, I was just so excited when I was able to go live because I didn't know you had to have like so many subscribers, but I was under 1,000. So now that we're over 1,000, I want to get to 2,000. Guess what? I want to get to 5,000. Guess what? I want to get to 10,000, and so many more. You know, I want to make it. I want to make it. And we have a few brands, not just one brand. You want to make sure that you have something locked in that you want to do and that you're serious about it, and there's nothing stopping you and nobody stopping you. Period. Okay. I'm gonna wash those greens. I'm gonna move you guys back over here, and I'm gonna wash these greens. I'm glad that sun went down a little bit because it's real bright. It's blinding me. So if you have any questions, you guys just, if you're not on here right now, if you're watching later, just leave me a message, leave me a comment, and let me know, what the questions are that you have. Okay, let's see. I want to also take some of these ham hocks. So I got ham hocks right here, beans right here, greens right there. And I'm about to take some of these ham hocks and put them in with the beans. Okay? So I'm going to do that right now. Let's see. Let me get a spoon. Okay. So now I'm going to wash the greens and put them in the pot. They've been soaking in salt water. So that's what I do. I soak mine in salt water. And these are mustards and collards. Both mustards and collards. Looks like a lot, but it's gonna cook down to nothing. Nothing. Just a little more. A little more. Smelling good. Gotta check the oxtails there in the oven. Gotta keep your hands clean when you're cooking. Keep your hands clean when you're cooking. Okay, so I'm gonna mix these around and add more seasoning. I got seasoning already from the ham hocks, but now I want to season the greens. Make sure it's enough seasoning. So I'm gonna bring you guys back over here. Let me see. So that is how they are looking. Let me bring you close. And then I'll show you the oxtails. Let me check on those. Oh, they coming along, y'all. Okay, still got a ways to cook on that side. So let me show you. Thanks for coming in. If you just now coming in, those are the oxtails. So I'm gonna let those cook more. Let those cook more. Okay. So now I'm gonna season up these greens. Let me see where I want to put this phone at. Let me put it right here. So now I'm gonna season it with more of this. So this is what I be putting in my stuff. Tomato bouillon with chicken. It gives it a really good flavor. Let me stir it around. So this ham hocks are in here. Garlic, onions that I chopped up, seasonings. I'm gonna add just a little water too before I put the seasonings. These are the red beans over here, that pot right there. And then, oh yeah, more water. Okay, then you want to season with the tomato bouillon. Onion, granulated onion. Paprika. Let me go get one ingredient. Now, lime juice is what I need for these greens. I love lime juice and spinach greens. You guys need to try it. You guys need to try it because it's so good. Let me get some lime juice. Okay, so now I have some of this lime squeeze. Hi, how you doing? I recognize your name. I recognize that name. How you doing? So that's what you need, some lime juice in your greens, spinach, kale, whatever type of greens you have. Make sure you put lime squeeze, fresh lime juice. I usually put fresh lime juice, but I got squeeze right now, so let me use this one. Okay, did I add all my? Yeah, I added all the seasonings. I want to add some black pepper too. So if you guys have any questions about what I talked about, let me know. Let me know. Okay, then you want to turn it up to medium. Then I'm gonna turn the oxtails, this oven up onto 375. I got it on 350, but I want it on 375. Then by you having a foil on there, it's getting tender anyway. Okay, now I'm gonna check on the beans. Let's see. Put that top on. Stir them up. Okay. One more thing I want to add when it comes to having a business, you also want to make sure that you explain everything about your product, no matter what it is. You want to explain like what you have, what you are selling, what you are, what are you doing? So you want to have all the details out there so that they can know. And then whatever questions they have, you want to be able to explain it. Like, for example, say you're selling a purse. Okay. Who's the manufacturer? Is it new or is it used? You want to have all those answers ready for the buyers. Okay. So I'm just on here trying to tell you guys about how to go about doing your business, because if you don't have all those things in order and lined up, then, you just want to make sure it's successful. You don't want anybody to discourage you ever. You want to go for it, go for it, go for it. If not now, then what are you waiting on? Like, when are you going to do it? We only live once, and you want to make sure that you have that business. You want to have everything together. Like I said, if it's merch that you want to sell, different products, and you can't afford it, you want to get maybe 5 items this week, put it together. Next week, you want to get 5 more, maybe 10. Whatever you can afford, get so much of it till it adds up, and then you're ready. After that, you're ready to go about, selling and everything. Oh, they encouraging everybody to vote. I've been getting these texts on my phone every day. I'll vote. I'm voting. Who are you guys voting for? Let me know. We team Kamala. Team Kamala all the way. I'll probably vote on Friday. Either by the house or over by where we sell our jewelry at. So we'll make sure that we vote. But back to businesses. Now, what was I saying? Okay, so now, if you don't start now, then, you'll probably end up changing your mind and doing something that you really don't want to do. You really don't want to do it. So whatever first thing that comes to your mind, you want to go for it. Don't let anybody discourage you or anything, Don't let them discourage you. You want to go for it. Whatever you want to do, go for it. And I am here to tell you that. Also, you want to let me know who you are so that I can support you in what you are doing. Now, I want to do that. I want to make sure I do that. And that's why I'm trying to encourage everybody to get that going. If that's what you want to do, get it going. Nothing should hold you back. You know, because I was kind of hesitant too in the beginning, like, you know, in 06 when I started the jewelry. I can't say that. I was, you know, kind of nervous about even being a street artist, you know. I was real nervous because I was like, what if nobody buys anything, you know? But as years passed by, I taught myself, like, these are the things that I have to do in order to make it. I have to interact with people. Like, so many people, you go into department stores and, you know, a grocery store or whatever, and you're looking for something. People that work there or people that's selling the stuff, they don't want to be bothered. You know, a lot of times they don't want to be bothered. They don't greet you. They don't say, hi, how you doing? You know, they may not even look at you. You know, you ask them a question, they may not have an answer for you, or don't even point you in a direction of who can help you. You see what I'm saying? So those are the things that you want to always make sure you have. Greeting the people. This is what I have. This costs this much. This costs that much. You know, and how long have you been in business? Let them know. 10 years, 15 years. If you just started, don't be afraid to let them know you just started, because that's what I was afraid of in the beginning too. Like, oh, they'll figure, you know, I'm new at this, so I don't know what I'm doing, you know. So if it's only been 5 months, hey, tell them 5 months, you know. Don't be afraid of letting people know, like, exactly what you're doing and where you're coming from. And always let them know that they matter. They are number one. Your customers are always right, and they are always number one. Because guess what? What if they want to come back for more? What if they want to come back and buy more from you? You want to be ready for them. You want to be ready for them. And you want to always be, you know, very, you know, the kind person that you are. You want to always be kind. You can't say, oh, I don't feel like doing it. When you have a business, you can't say that. Like, we have these things going on. We can't say, like, somebody just put in a few orders today for jewelry. You know, the NFL going on, so they want some NFL jewelry. We can't say, oh, I don't feel like making it. You know, no. We always have time for customers. Always. But you also want to make sure that you set your rules and regulations. Like, okay, say for example, now we have this policy with the jewelry to where at first we used to be like, if they say, okay, I want a purple set of jewelry, earrings, necklace, bracelet to match, let me know when it's ready. Okay, we'll make it. But now myself and Mr. knows that if we just make it, they don't want to come get it right away. So guess what? If they put a deposit down or they pay for it right away. And we often tell these people, guess what? If you go to a department store, you go to Macy's or wherever, you can't just say, oh, let me get that. I'll pay you next month. You can't do that. You got to pay up front. So have your policies put in place when you start that business. You want to have that together. Let them know, hey, I know with us, you have to pay up front. I'm sorry, you have to pay up front. You know, we may not even see those people ever again. And guess what? We bought the purple set and spent our money. It may have cost $40 or $50 to order the pieces, order the beads, and, you know, whatever stretchy wire, the clasp that we need, the earring hooks that we need. And we don't even, we have, these people don't even answer their phone. So we are stuck with this merchandise that nobody really wants. Nobody is buying, when we put it out for anybody else to buy. So we're stuck with the merchandise. See, and that's not a good thing. That's not how you do business. You want to set those policies up front. Have rules, and that's what I call rules and regulations. Because if you don't have that set in place, they will just do you any kind of way. You got to put your foot down. We've been through so many things. And then there was a young lady, I can give you guys an example. Like during the pandemic, and we lived at the old house. We didn't even live here. We were selling candles. Now these are cash money candles. So the candles have cash money inside, like from $2 and it goes up to $2,500. You could get, cash money out of. They put like a piece of foil in there, and it's hooked onto the wick inside there with the wire. So a lady was buying, 3 at a time, 4 at a time. I was selling them for $25 at the time, each candle. So she bought, I don't know how many she bought. She bought quite a bit, and she's always buying some stuff from us. But she felt that just because she's buying a lot of different merch and products and jewelry from us, that she can do whatever. So guess what? The last few candles that she wanted 3. I stopped even ordering the candles because I was so frustrated. But I can't let that hold me back. Ordering more candles for this, and then I know people want them, so I'll sell them anyway, But okay, let me go back to the story. So those last 3 candles, her and I, we had words. So she said, well, all I got is $20, like that. And I said, $20? I said, these candles cost $30 each. How do you feel you can just give me $20 up front and it's going to pay for 3 candles? She said, well, I bought, I don't know how many I bought from you, so you shouldn't even be worried about. I said, you know what? Hold on. I'm running a business here. I know you, but I'm running a business here. And I don't care if you only have $20. Guess what? Get more money. This $20 is not even enough for one. So get more money and then come back and we'll get you the candles. I said, you know what? She said, you never talk to me that way. And I ordered so much. I said, do you think that I'm running a business like that to where you can just do me any kind of way? You can't give me 20. And then she's also the type, she want to give you the money. And then if she sees that you have it, she sees that it's on our table. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, B. Okay. Well, I'll get them next week. Boom. We got to take them home and we got to wait for, whenever she wants them. No, that's not how we run business. So guess what? She does not even come to the table. She'll wave or whatever, and she'll say, oh, those are cute. That's nice. She knows now. Do not play with me, lady. Do not. Don't play with me, because you got to pay for it up front. Don't expect to give me $20 and then you want me to order 3 and I got to spend my money on my card to order these that come from another state. Who does that? So we don't, you have to set these. That's why I said rules and regulations. If you don't, they'll try to run over you, just like she did. She thought that $20 was going to pay for 3 candles. Then she started telling everybody, oh, she never talked to me that way. I bought this and this and that. Okay, you also paid for this and this and that. And you never asked me if I can order that many things for you for $20. Like, you never did me like that. So, folks, they'll try you. They will try you. They will try you if you let them. You cannot. You cannot. So that's just one perfect example that I have for you guys. I just wanted you guys to know that. I'm using the wrong thing. Using the wrong spoon up there talking about that lady. Oh, shoot. I got this up too high or something. Let's see. I need to put more water, you guys, in these beans. And I'm going to turn these oxtails over on the other side. Oh yeah, they browning, you guys. They are browning. Let me show you guys how they look. Oxtails. Yes, indeed. So I'm gonna turn them over and let them get brown on the other side. I'm gonna give you guys another example after I do this. I know you guys probably like, oh, she is on a mission. She telling us about all the stuff she's been through. Yes, it's quite a bit. I could write a book about different things that I've encountered on businesses that I have. Yes, I can. Now, this example will be geared towards the house. It's about the house cleaning. I'll tell you in a minute. Just a few more to turn over. Okay. Now give me one moment, you guys, because I forgot something upstairs, one seasoning. Be right back. So I forgot, he just went and got some more seasoned salt. So this is what I had put for the salt on the oxtails. Okay, so seasoned salt. Tomato bouillon and chicken flavor. You also want to put I got this Jugo Maggi browning sauce. Jugo Maggi browning sauce. So you just want to sprinkle this all over. Then I have some cane sugar. Cane sugar. Okay. Then onion. Smoked paprika. And last is the black pepper. Okay. So then let me show you guys how they're looking now. On the other side, this is the other side. I'm not mixing that in. I'm gonna leave those seasonings just like that. And I'm going to put the foil on top. And put them back in. Okay. Now, so about the house cleaning story. Now, there was this guy. Now, we didn't have this client right away. We had him probably 2 years in. We started cleaning for him. He had and he still has an Airbnb. Hi, Express. So the housekeeping client still has an Airbnb, right? So Express, I'm giving examples of how, you interact, how you have a business and you interact with people that are not, just try to switch things around and everything. Like, people will try you. That's what I'm talking about. How folks, your customers will try you, clients will try you, whatever business you are in, they will try you. Okay, so with the so this guy had the Airbnb, and so we cleaned for him like maybe 3 to 4 times a week, okay, in the beginning. So we stopped cleaning for him for a little bit, you know. He said business was slow and he was doing it himself, you know. So I said, okay, business is slow. So then he calls back, and myself and Mr. We had just moved into the old house. We had just moved in there. Okay. So myself and mom goes to clean for him, the Airbnb. He wanted the whole house done. Sometimes he wanted just one room done or two rooms or just, you know, or the whole thing. So we went and did the whole thing. Now, remind you guys, we're house cleaning. So we clean everything and we make sure everything is clean. Boom, it's done. So we finished everything. We get ready to leave. And he's saying, oh, you didn't clean those dishes. You left that garbage there. He was just in a nasty mood, you guys, the whole time we was there. He was downstairs. So he came up and he was just, you know, in a bad mood. So he got on us about the dishes and the garbage. We told him, look, no, I told him, mom didn't even speak because she knows it was my business. So I did the talking. I said, you know, his name, I'm not gonna mention his name, but I said, you know, we don't do any garbage and we don't do any dishes. Oh yeah, well, you know, you guys just left this like this. I said, you know what? I'm out of here. He gave the money. He didn't give a tip. Usually he would give a little tip. He didn't give a tip. And so we left. So then he texts me like a day or two later, I remember. Oh yeah, you know what, Bianna? I'm gonna need you for more dates. And if you just, you know, do as I say, then I can give you more dates. Dude, do you think that I need you? I have other clients. I don't need you. You don't tell me if you just do as I say, I can give you more dates of area to clean for the Airbnb. I said, you know what? I text him back. I said, we are out of business. And this was recent. This was like probably about 3 years ago. It was before we got here. We've been here for 3 years. So this was like 3 to 4 years ago. So, and we still, you know, clean for a few other people at the time. But I told him, no, we're not doing it. We are out of business. Don't call me anymore. And that was it. So I say that to say this is another example of how these customers and clients, whatever business you are in, they will try you and you have to let them know. You have to lay down the standards because this guy knew that we don't do any dishes. We don't do any laundry because he asked to have the laundry done one time. And I told him, I said, well, are you charging more for that? Because it was one of my crew members that was going to do it. And he said, yeah, he wants me to do the laundry. And I talked to the client. Oh, well, you know, I was trying to just include. No, you can't. We don't do that. You can't include it. Whatever you want to include is going to cost more money. It's going to cost more money. So he let that go. He let that slide. And that was that. You know, he didn't try us after that no more. But then he wanted to, once me and mom, went, he wanted to, you know, try to do something again. And we're like, okay, when this dude gets in a bad mood, he'll just try over and over again. So I said, no, that's why I told him straight up. I said, we are no longer in business. And that was the bottom line, you know. Don't do, you know, your loyal, somebody that works for you and they're loyal. Don't do them like that. You know, you can't do business like that. So that's all I say. You guys got to watch out and put your foot down whatever, I'm gonna say it again, whatever you want to get into it. Don't let nobody hold you back. Don't let nobody discourage you, and don't let nothing discourage you. Keep doing it, keep fighting. And if you want to start YouTube, if you want to start TikTok, if you want to start, whatever you want to get into, do it. Do it. Because it's always something or somebody to hold you back, because they are not doing it, because they're not happy with what they're doing. And you got to look at it like that. They are not happy with how their life is going or what they got going in their life, so they'll try to hold you back. Don't let them do it. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep at it. Or if you want to start it, then start it and find out ways that you need to go about doing it. That's it. So anyway, you guys, I'm gonna let this food cook. I got the greens going, the beans, the oxtails, and I'm gonna wash these few dishes up. But I'm gonna end this live with you guys because I've been running my mouth. I know I've been running my mouth. And I want to thank you guys for coming on and listening. And like I said, if you have any comments or questions, leave me a comment down below. If you're watching this after, I do this live, and this is Monday, October 28th, then leave a message, leave a comment, and I'll make sure to answer your question or read your comments. And I'm always appreciative of all you guys coming on here. I appreciate you always. So I thank you guys for coming on. And I'll probably do a short video of how the food came out. I will do that. Okay, so thank you guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll be on here soon. Have a good night and good luck with all of your achievements in life.